What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Guns and Family. Going to do a little runabout of if you're interested into getting into reloading or you just started reloading, kind of what to look out for, and just the basics of what you need to get started. Me personally, I think starting on a single stage is the best way to go. Just because that you will handle that case multiple times before you actually have turned it fully into a bullet. And it's just you will gain that knowledge, and then it's time to upgrade. Like me, it's well over time for me to upgrade to something bigger and better. But anyways, check out Lee's, check out Dillon's. Those are the two kind of, I think, major ones to use. With this Lee, it runs you, I don't know, $350 I paid for it. But, it'll come with your gun Bible, which this thing will become your best friend and needs to become your best friend. You kind of want to stick to what it says, I think. You don't want to overcharge around and, wind up losing digits, wind up destroying your weapon. Just a lot of nasty things can happen. So, once again, you got to be safe, when you do something like this. So that you want to make sure that you stick to that book, because it will give you, whatever grain bullet that you're using, it will tell you in here what kind of powders that you can use, what your minimum powder drop, what your maximum powder drop is, and then you'll have this little range in between of, some play, and that then you can play around and see kind of what works best for your weapon. But anyways, my Lee, like I said, it come with the book here. It came with 2 primer trays. These are your primer trays. The black one will hold small pistol or small rifle primers. And then you'll have this one here that has a white end on it. That this is for your large pistol or your large rifle primers. Me personally, I'm doing 45 ACP. That the ones I'm doing take large pistol primers. So, and that's something else that you want to make sure that you remember. Don't get stuff mixed up. You really want to be on top of things and pay attention to what you're putting in. Again, me doing these 45 ACP rounds that are large pistol primers. I bought a bag of what I thought was all large pistol primers, and come to find out that there's some small pistol primer ones in there. So if I would sit here and try to ram in a large pistol into a small pocket, primer pocket, it's gonna most likely go off, and believe me, it will scare the ever-loving hell out of you. So anyways, it comes with that. Then it also comes with 2 primer arms. You'll have 2 different primer arms. One again, large, small, for pistol rifle. Then that you want to get your dies. Here, me personally, I was buying 45, 230 grain, 45 ACP rounds, Winchesters, and they say you don't have to roll crimp them, and I wound up getting some that were shoving the bullet far down into the casing, which again could cause issues. So I always like to get my dies with the roll crimp. Sometimes they'll just have the 3. You'll have your decapper die that's what punches your primer out, and that and then it also come with your little primer pocket, or that your little primer cleaner here to clean the primer pocket out, and your powder drop and all that stuff, and little beam or whatnot to weigh your powder. I just went ahead and got the digital quantity scale, so that way, once you set up your powder drop, run with it. I like to check, every 20 rounds, I'll recheck just to make sure nothing's got tweaked or hit or something and it's dropping more powder or less powder. But anyway, so you'll have your decapper die, and then next will be your flare. It'll flare your casing out, and this is here also to drop your powder into. There's multiple ways to do that, but this flares it out for you. Then you'll have your seating die. This is once of course, you're primed, you got flared out, powder dropped, then you can seat your bullet. And you'll seat your bullet, and you also will need your digital caliper. Make sure you get a digital caliper. It'll tell you on your sheet what's your maximum overall length or your minimum overall length, and the roll crimp. Once you get your length and everything set, then you got your crimp. I like it. Some, like I said, will hate on it and say you don't need it, but after I've seen what I've seen, I will crimp mine. But that's just kind of run around, and so I'm gonna sit here and do some 45s, and I'll see you at the range, and we'll be testing out some of them that I've done. So y'all have a blessed day. Please like, share, subscribe. This is I don't get no kickback from nobody. This is just self-funded, something that I love to do, that I think that, it's just something really special to me. There is a war, I believe, on our Second Amendment right, and that we need to teach our youth. We need to let more people know, give them more knowledge and understanding of why our Second Amendment is so important and why it was the second one in line. So please just, support your local, gun groups, and that teach your children, gun safety, so you don't wind up, having some nut job out there, doing bad things. So anyways, thanks for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.